I remember the first time that I invested in my business. I invested in a $2,000 course, and I was frankly terrified because I had to ask my husband if that was something we could do, because it was the first time that I'd really decided I was going to make my business a real thing, or make my blog into a real business, right? And so immediately after that, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna put it into action. And on my first launch, I made back half of what I needed. And through some education resources at my job, I actually was able to pay for the other half or my work actually paid for the other half of that. And that means that it was renewable, right? That the money I had put in was a renewable resource. It actually ended up costing me nothing to have done that, and I gained so much from that program in the beginning. I would say this also happened to me in my coaching, right? In coaches that I've invested in. Rather than feeling like I had to gather all the money I could to pay in full, I took it on faith. I paid 1 month at a time. And by month 2, in every single case, I was making enough money to pay outright, plus making more to support myself. So it was I never had to worry about that money coming back to me. And I think that's where we get stuck sometimes. We worry if money is in fact a renewable resource. We get so caught up in what we feel like we shouldn't be doing or shouldn't be spending that we forget to concentrate on all that we get when we do invest in ourselves and in our businesses. The only way to guarantee your ROI is for you to know that you are going to take action and put into practice those things that you've invested in. And you are really the deciding factor in a coaching relationship, or even as you learn in a course, right? There is no magic pill or potion. You are the secret ingredient. But it can be challenging when you're looking at purchasing resources and things that cost a lot. And I know that. But over the last 3 years in my business, I've invested over $30,000 just to improve myself. And I've made back every penny and then some. In fact, every year, I've actually almost doubled my income every year. And I believe that happened because I decided to take myself seriously and release these things I had around money, knowing that I would get more than I put in. And that's the thing though. It's really hard to do the first time. Super hard. If I could tell you how long I wrestled with that $2,000 decision, we would be here all day. And even how much stress I let it cause me, to where I wasn't sleeping well and my stomach was always upset because it was a big amount of money. But my husband believed in me and I believed in me because I was getting the evidence that people needed this. The same thing happened with this business. As soon as I decided that I was going to be a coach, I said, you know what? This is scary and maybe I don't quite have the money, but I'm going to do it and trust that God will fulfill that through whatever means He sees fit. And that has happened every single month. And not only that, He has exceeded my expectations and done exceedingly and abundantly more than even I thought to ask for, right? Than we could ask or imagine. But it's because I had to shift the way that I viewed investing in myself and my money. Because I used to see it as, well, if I pay for that, then that money's gone. But now I see if I pay for that, then that money multiplies, right? Because I'm doing the work. So I think that's where I see a lot of other entrepreneurs getting stuck. They believe that this thing is beneficial, but they worry so much if it's going to be worth it. And they spend a lot of time trying to gather everything that they need, maybe to pay in full the first time around. Or not taking that little risk even if they have the money, because it seems like a lot. And you know what? Sometimes it is a lot. But the truth is, if you could look then at how much time you wouldn't be spending wondering what to do, or if you could get the support that after the first month you're making back what you invested, so it's not that it becomes less of a big deal, right? Because then you're multiplying. Or if you concentrated on the fact that the only way to get the most out of your investment is if you do the work, whereas you become the key to getting the ROI from your investment, as well as having those good resources. So choosing the right things, but you putting in the effort and getting that ROI, things really open up. So every time that I look at, oh my gosh, that coach is $6,000 for 6 months. Well, do I believe that they know what they're talking about and can help me? And do I believe that I will put into practice those things that I've learned to really take my business forward? If the answer to both of those is yes, then I do it. Whether I can pay in full or I just pay the first payment, I take that step. The same with the course. Is that a gap that I need filled? Yes or no? Okay, yes. Do I believe that I will put in the work to understand and move that forward? Yes. Then it becomes an easy decision. So I encourage you to think through those filters instead of the filters of fear and worry. It's time for you to take a step forward, to believe in yourself and your ability to get results, and to see money as the thing it is, a resource to help you and to help other people.